I'm going to give you a full advanced plyometric progression that is going to increase your agility. Let's get into it. Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Chris Barner with Overtime Athletes, and for today's video, I want to discuss some more advanced progressions that we utilize with our elite level athletes to be able to cut on a dime and to be able to change directions rapidly, overall increasing their agility. So as I always say as a performance coach, I'm not trying to teach you how to punch. Rather, I'm trying to train you to throw knockout power. So what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to isolate movements that you're performing on the field or court, isolate them down to the smallest motions and train that motion, and then integrate it back into the full motion that you're performing in sport. So I'm not your skills trainer, I'm trying to enhance movement. With that said, let's get into a progression of how we enhance an athlete to be able to move laterally or in the frontal plane with more power and speed. First, we need to start off by performing a series of movement prep drills that's going to support them moving laterally. So things such as lateral pogos, single leg lateral pogos, lateral power shuffles, and also lateral quick shuffles. These are all going to enhance hip abduction, inversion, eversion across the foot, and get them moving laterally. After we perform those, the athlete is primed and prepped and ready to handle a greater threshold of work. So then what I want to do is I want to begin introducing more of plyometrics in the frontal plane. So we start off with our most basic ones, which are variations of skater jumps and basically bounds, where the athlete is focused on pushing under center of mass and driving laterally. Either they are pushing and more producing force, or there's other ones, variations, where they're accepting force into the other leg. Regardless, the goal of these drills is to produce and accept force with the foot under the center of mass. Now, the next and more advanced progression to that is we're going to perform the same movements, but the athlete is going to focus on pushing that leg outside center of mass. So instead of landing underneath the hip, the athlete is going to focus on pushing that leg outside hip and shoulder width. And what this is going to do is it's going to place a lot more stress on the ankle and knee. And you might say to yourself, well, doesn't that make them prone to injury? Doesn't that compromise them? Well, in a way it can, but we do this as an advanced progression because if you actually break down film, you can start to see wide receivers, basketball athletes, baseball athletes. They all produce force laterally, both under center of mass and outside. So me as a performance coach, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to isolate those motions and enhance them. So I want to do them in a controlled, predetermined setting. So then after we've gone through that series of plyometrics and really enhance that motion, we then want to always integrate it back into motion that they're going to be performing on the field or court. So there what we do is we bridge the gap by going maybe potentially some plyos into acceleration or speed work, and then also finally getting them moving laterally, linearly, or multi-directional, and basically letting them loose and letting them compete. Now, like I say, everything is a progression and there's a time and place for every single drill. And this is a progression for my more elite level athletes who can endure that level of stress. If you're looking for a full program that shows this progression, go ahead and check out the link down below for game speed. I hope this video helps, and I'll holler at you guys next time. Outside center of mass, last one. So now I'm going flat, boom, push out and get out of there.